project number 4. This is a partial unicorn. It is a 30 by 40, I believe, or 40 by 30. Let me double check that. Okay. I have been keeping like this little journal of when I purchased it, when I started it, completed it. So for the unicorn, it is a 30 by 40. I got it off of Amazon for $3.98. It came on the 25th. And it is a partial. I'm not sure why I wrote full in there because that is not correct. It is a partial. It is round. I do not need, because it is a partial, all of this is the canvas. The only sticky part is where the symbols are. So because of that, I don't need any washi tape for the sides. I've already cut my plastic into sections. I have labeled my containers, which I'm not too happy with because this one came with the numbers, the sequence numbers, and the symbols, but it did not come with a DMC number. So when it comes time when I am finished with these, to store them for inventory, I'm going to need to look at these colors closely to see if I can match them up with other ones. If not, then they'll go in their own blank container. Other than that, we are ready to get started. I had some time today, so I thought I'd do some with you. Again, I only have one hand because I have no assistant. So what we're going to start with is the number 1. I've already glued my pit, shake some out, and we are ready to find the number 1. Let's let it focus here. Sorry if my hand's in the way. There we go. Now, usually I don't do them right next to each other. I just kind of space them a little bit. Seems to come out straighter that way. See? It's very easy. Very fun. Very easy. These colors are very bright. I believe this one that I'm currently working on is the 310. The last 310s were a very black color, and so is this one. I'm not too happy about it not coming with a DMC code. It's not a deal breaker. That's why we have the symbols and the numbers. And since I've already covered all of the ones, I am now ready to switch to the number 2. This canvas also came with a boat, a 1-tip drill pin, and a little square of wax, which I am still using the wax from the first one. So there's no need to use other ones, which is good. I'm not sure why they give you so much if you don't quite need it. Maybe I'm not using enough, but my drills stick onto the pin with the bit that I am using, so I've got to be doing something, right? It's very nice. And then I just go back to make sure they're all lined up nicely. Normally I would not be starting at the bottom here, but since there is no stickiness here, I figured it was a good place to start. I don't see that this one is going to take very long because it does have less drilling areas. Now if you notice, that one's starting to come off. Now what I did notice also I wanted to bring up is that, well, for one, with this canvas, this part not being sticky, it's hard to flatten out. So I'm going to need to definitely stick something on top of it. And what I've been using is my light pad. I keep it in this to keep it from getting scratched. And I just set it right on top of it and it weighs it down a little bit. Of course, it's not heavy at all, but it's enough to flatten it out. With the other projects and the DMC codes, there's some that are similar. Excuse me, I'm trying to get my thoughts here together. However, I've noticed that the colors are a little bit off. They're not quite exactly the same, although they say that they are the same number. Some of them are off. If they were too big of a difference, then I just set them in a container to themselves, because I don't, might be able to use it if I run out of the other one. And then I can just throw one in here or there. That way it won't be noticeable. But side by side, you can definitely tell that there's a difference. So I have yet to run out of any of the beads that they've given me with my kit. So I assume they're just extras. And what I plan on doing, possibly with all my extras, is maybe bedazzling the crap out of some stuff. My daughter has a few ideas of things she wants bedazzled. So I think that's what we'll probably end up doing with our extra beads. See how simple? I mean, I've already got these done. Now with the threes here, where there's a bunch of them, I can definitely use my 3-point or 3 drill tip for that one. Slide that in there. Make sure they're all good and lined up. And there we go. We're almost ready to move on to number 3. I don't usually do them in number sequence, but since that's the way this is down here, that's how I'm doing it. And again, I guess I should mention, in case you don't already know, maybe you're new to diamond painting as well and you're just catching this video, the drills for the rounded ones, I'm not sure about the square ones because I haven't used them yet. None of my paintings have came in squares. Just when you shake it, they should all land right side up, like this. There are some that are down. You just shake it, and the rounded side is the side that you pick up. And the flat side is the one that goes on top of the number, or the symbol. I'm not sure if anyone would mistake that, but just in case, make sure I cover it. Sorry if my hand's blocking you. That is that. So now that we are done with the 2, we'll break out the 3. Okay. This is a very pretty purple. I want to put down a few singles first, just to get it started on the ones that do not have. Now with this leg being a bit angled, there's going to be a gap here. It's hard to line up the ones like that, so keep that in mind as well on when you're lining up. But now that I've gotten a few down, I can go ahead and use my 3 tip. So, again, just 3. Yeah, shake your little shaker. And I like this big boat. I've been using it ever since I got it. The only thing I don't like is the hole there, the littler ones that it came with. This is what it came with. Again, a boat, a 1-tip drill, and a little thing of wax. I don't like using the little ones now that I have this bigger one because it gives you more room. So I just get 3 of these together. Carefully get stuck on there. And then line it up. Like right there. And there you go. There's 3 already. It does make the process a lot faster. Some of them are not always straight, so when I do use the multi-tool, the multi-drill pen, I make sure that I just go back and straighten them out. Because I'm not sure, I believe it's my hand, the way I've got the canvas turned. You know, when you're in school, you're taught to turn the paper like this. So I was doing that, and then I learned to just keep the canvas straight and turn myself, and it keeps them lined up a little easier. Well, now I'm just pushing all these little single ones in here. Sorry if you couldn't see that. And here we go. Our painting is already beginning to take color. And again, when you're lining these up, with the leg here, it's shaped a little different, so they're not all maybe going to look straight. So the best way for me would be to go this way with them to make sure that they're lined up. And as you can see, some of them need to be just moved over. That's all you do. Take your little pin here and move them over a little bit. Straighten them out. I do like that it's a partial because I don't have all the sticky stuff here to worry about. That is a lot of work, especially with all them. And that's it. Let's do some more threes. I'm really enjoying doing diamond painting. I'm starting to enjoy these little videos. I've gotten lots of views and comments, so I do want to let you know how much I truly appreciate you taking the time to view my video and to give it a thumbs up. Also, for my new subscribers out there, thank you and welcome. Very happy to have you on board. I hope you learn to enjoy diamond painting as well. I'm always open for any suggestions, comments, or questions that I may be able to answer. If I don't know the answer to, then we can definitely find out together. Again, I am new to this art as well, and I'm just picking things up as I go, learning from my mistakes. And having fun. That's the most important part. Just having fun, enjoying what I'm doing. I don't get a lot of time to do it. However, even with the one that I just finished, where it was a full canvas, it really did not take me that long. It seems like my first one took a lot longer because it was a full as well, but I was new to it. I was nervous. I didn't want to mess anything up. Now I am just going with the flow and really enjoying it. I've got quite a few more projects. I also would like to test out my light pad with you guys. I've used it myself, and it is awesome. It really does show the symbols more vividly. It is easy on your eyes, even though, I mean, even at the bright setting, it is easy on the eyes. And it's very helpful. The only drawback to it, for me, is that it is USB. It came with a cord. But I don't always like to work at my desk, especially with the longer one canvases, because I don't want it rolling off into my lap. And I don't want to have to push it all the way up either. So for the big ones, I've just been doing them on my table. My good old kitchen table that has seen better days, but my family has definitely enjoyed using it. We have used this table for many family dinners with larger parts of our family, as well as just our own little family. We have done tons of crafts. I used to run a daycare, so we have, see now how that one did not come off over here where it was? That's okay, just take it and put it where it does fall. I've seen lots of arts and crafts on this table, so it might be a little beat up. And I promised myself that once my kids move out, then I can resand it and have a nice table. Again, a recap, see where there's 3 here. Normally you would use the 3-way to do it, but I want to show you what I mean when I say I don't like to use the 3 in just a small spot like that, because, there you go, watch it. It pushes this one out of the way, and this one doesn't quite line up in there. So for those, I usually just do it singly. Now that I got all those in, and I want to check to make sure that they are lined up nicely. With the other paintings, I did wait till the end to line them up, but it seemed like that took forever. So I have learned if I just do it as I go, it's not so bad. It doesn't get so much out of hand. And I've also learned to have